Hello, this will be a channel message for you for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. And this is totally going to work out. You have time. I understand there's maybe a bit of a window of opportunity here, but you have time, and all you got to do is show up and be yourself and just do your best. That's all we can do in life, right? It's totally going to work out. Show yourself some love, because I feel like if this reading found you in perfect timing, you are at a very profound point of transformation in your life. There is major breakthrough energy happening right now. This theme of the brand new start, the new beginning, the reset, has been coming through so strongly in the past few readings. So it's very fitting that you're showing up as the Fool today and the centerpiece of your energy, really embodying this brand new beginning. But I get there's nothing foolish about what you're doing here. There's like a really calculated, intentional, full energy, and you know a lot more than people around you might realize here. It's like you're playing the Fool and really just embodying that frequency of play, abstract thought, and not allowing the labels and the mental expectations to keep you confined. You are really opening up to your soul's highest level of potential here. There's a lot of major arcana on the board. Again, breakthrough energy. I feel like there's going to be some major shifts in your reality as you move into this new chapter of your life, which is one of receiving help, receiving attention, right? Maybe on a level that you're not quite used to, because there's people out there who are a direct match to you and are going to want to vibe with you, vibe to you, be attracted to you. This is totally what you're moving into right now. You are magnetic because you are in this playful, whole, integrated energy. And I see somebody who's so willing and so committed to show up and do the inner work, and it shows. This is what is drawing people to you, your commitment to the cause. And it's like you make healing look good or something about that. There's some message there. You make it look good in a way that, I mean, if you know, you know. Like this major spiritual awakening vibes in this reading. Not the first, won't be the last. And as you know, when you go on the healing journey, sometimes it doesn't feel super good, right? But you guys are making it look good. And I see your current situation as this awakening card, which is actually the judgment card. So the first thing I'm seeing right now is this upper heart chakra awakening or activation, right? The thymus in between the heart chakra and the throat chakra. So this is that tethering to the higher self and you being able to walk in complete alignment with your higher nature and having that sense of unconditional love for self, no matter what, right? And even the mistakes, or what we would perceive as mistakes, or the imperfectly perfect nature that we all embody is a part of it here. And it's what makes you authentically you. And you have to have that unconditional sense of self-love when you really look at that. And you take off the mask behind the mask and you develop this new relationship with yourself where you can really look at yourself. This is what's happening right now. You guys are really looking at yourselves without the labels, without the expectations, without the stories, right? Getting to the truth of who you really are on such a deep level and coming to terms with the past is what it is. That's what the judgment card is. It's a card of acceptance. And this is about the reality of the situation. It's about the truth, about what actually happened, about what we contributed, about what the people around us have contributed to our life, and why we are in the position we're in right now, and why we went through these experiences so that we could have this level of soul growth and expansion. There's real acceptance here. And it's not just confined to this current life. I feel like past life material is really relevant here. Dreams might be super significant right now, some kind of hypnosis, or just like the information from past lives kind of filtering through into your awareness in some kind of, maybe in a way that's maybe even a bit ethereal or hard to pin down. But you're totally processing this right now. And it's the way you're doing it too. Like it's the way that you're showing up as the Eight of Pentacles into the Moon, into the Knight of Wands. We'll talk about that. But let's start with this eight. Let's start with this Eight of Pentacles. I love this. I really love this because it's somebody who's so intentionally showing up and doing this work really consistently. There's like this ritualistic aspect to what you're doing. Like moon rituals might be significant here. There's just some kind of like repetitive action that you are taking when it comes to this subconscious healing and this acceptance of the past, and this integration is what it is. It's taking all of this information from the past, integrating it with unconditional love for self and acceptance, and you're just showing up doing this consistently in a way that looks good. And that's why I say, like, there's nothing foolish about this fool right now. Like, you know what you're doing. There's real wisdom here. There's real wisdom here. And I know that as a fact, because wisdom is the ability to see things that others cannot see because of your level of experience. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about seeing these minute details that other people don't notice. And there's this level of like artistry when it comes to your healing journey. Guys, there's mastery here. This is somebody who's shown up and is just doing the work over and over again. Like I said, maybe moon rituals are significant here, but I feel like the meditation itself is really big for you as you go into this subconscious space. And it might feel like a little bit liminal right now. Things might just be getting a little bit weird. You know what I mean? But there's real practical magic here. You're working with this. Like, you're bringing this into the realm of the Pentacles. And I also get this feeling of like, I can't go back now. This is really what I get with the Nine of Wands, is like, we've come this far. We're at this point where like we're at the gate, we're at the portal, like we've walked through in a sense, and you can't go back. I really feel like this is what this awakening card is saying as well. Like, you've walked through the portal, you've let some stuff go, and it's not coming with you. It's been integrated now, and the only thing we can really do is continue to move forward and trust that this is a period of receiving assistance, divine support, and help from angels in the flesh. This is totally what you're moving into. But the Nine of Wands is a bit like, oh, like that was a lot. You know, you might be feeling exhausted. The moon into the Nine of Wands is like, why the fatigue? Why, right? And it's because there's been so much processing. Like, takes a lot of energy to sit there and change the story and consciously decide to go in a new direction and live a brand new life, and then to integrate that subtle information into your nervous system. Guys, it takes a lot of energy. So again, just show yourself so much love. Keep getting plenty of rest. Self-care is going to be the name of the game. Nine of Wands can feel like a little bit trapped because, like I was saying, you can't go back. You're a bit exhausted. Like, I don't know if I can keep moving forward. But trust is the name of the game here. And I see you guys showing up, like I said, as the Fool, as the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Cups. So you guys got this. Like, you're totally on board with this 100%. And the Nine of Wands tells me that you're going to be unlocking a deeper sense of creativity moving forward. You're going to be able to pour this information into your projects, into your relationships in a really healthy way. Not in a way where the shadow is acting out and it feels a bit like undesirable and out of control. Like, you can totally use all of this, and you're unlocking like creative energy, that sexual energy that's held in the sacral chakra. Like, you're unlocking this and drawing it back into your energetic field is what I'm getting here with this Nine of Wands. It's like the moon in Sagittarius. So heaps of moon energy here. And the last thing I'll say before we move on is like, it's so good to me that this Virgo Pisces axis, this dichotomy between these two signs, just consistently shows up. You know, Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. The moon's actually ruled by Pisces in the Tarot. So again, this Virgo Pisces theme where the nodes are right now is just so ever present. And I see you on the feminine side of the spread, which is this subconscious nature that we have. It's these deep internal spaces showing up as the Hanged Man, or rather the Hanged Muse, this very feminine archetype, which is ruled by Neptune, again corresponding to Pisces here, which is an energy of surrender. And it's like you're surrendering to your true nature is what I'm getting. This unbounded, limitless potential that your soul has. You're surrendering to this and allowing the divine flow of the universe to take you. It's because you understand. It's like you understand that you can't do this on your own. Like, you guys have been calling in your guides. You've been calling in your divine support. And it's working here. It is taking you. It just feels like a little bit murky with this moon energy. There's these like deep illusory fears that have been coming up to be transmuted as you wade through these dark waters, right? It's part of the process, like it's part of the initiation here. And I feel like you guys are showing up in all of the right ways, embodying that playful full energy and still having an eye for the details and showing up consistently and willingly. And I feel like you're open to some kind of like collaboration here. I feel like mentorship is really big right now. I get that from the Three of Pentacles, which is actually clarifying this Hanged Man card. So you might be getting recognition from some kind of mentor right now. It's like people are seeing the quality of your work, or you may be working with a mentor to tap into this like divine flow. I mean, the Hanged Man is just like so in that flow of cosmic intelligence. So there's something about doing this collaboratively. Or it's like you're open to receiving collaboration, but only the right help is what I'm getting. Like, you're not desperate for this. You're just kind of like sitting where you're at, open to playing in this new chapter of your life. And when the right team comes in, right, when the right help comes in, you know it's going to come in, right? So you're just kind of surrendered to this. There's some kind of interplay that's happening here. But again, it's about your high quality of work. There's a real high standard of work here. And I think you guys are letting go of the perfectionism and just channeling that high quality of work into like situations where you can just play and experiment as the Fool. And through this process that you're moving through right now, it is an embodiment of that heart space and channeling the divine intelligence through your heart portal. And there's been a massive awakening, a massive activation in that space. You can see it on this card. And on the masculine side of your energy, it's the Ace of Cups. Emotional renewal. Like, look at that starfish. Full-blown, complete regeneration and the energy of change with that number 5. This is all about change and heart activation and being emotionally available and feeling more comfortable being vulnerable and offering yourself and just being yourself. And the Ace of Cups is receptive. It's not a card of like pushing and chasing. It's not that kind of energy. Like, you guys are open to actively, consciously receiving help, which is a beautiful thing. And I just feel like you're taking this leap right now. And the thing that's coming through really strongly for me is that you don't have to rush. This is an era of that watery energy, that flow state, being in that Hanged Man perspective, really, so that you can see things from a top-down view and start to get the clues, start to get the information from the divine that you are in the right place at the right time. And look at what comes out. New moon, promise, guys. Like, Spirit's like, yo, I promise. And I fully promise that you're being supported in this. This is going to work out. You have time. Just keep consistently showing up and being yourself, doing your best, showing yourself all of the love. And on the bottom of the deck, Dawn, New Beginnings. Guys, like, you cannot make it up. You cannot make it up. New Moon, Promise, Dawn, New Beginnings. As the sun peeks over, like, this is the moon journey that you have been going through. Walking through these dark subconscious liminal spaces and just doing your best to follow your intuition and just continue moving in the right direction in a way that has been so courageous, guys. Like, you've been so brave to do this and be at the forefront of this collective healing that's taking place on a global scale. And this is saying, yo, new moon, promise, and dawn. The sun is coming up. Yo, we're going to be able to see again. It's going to be the morning. And it's like, it's so apropos that I'm filming this as the sun is like coming up right now in perfect timing. Guys, there's a strong message here that things are happening in perfect timing. And if you feel like you're in solitude right now, this is all going to work itself out. It was for a reason. You understand this. You've been in the meditation. You've been getting to know yourself in a way that you've never done before. You've been withdrawing your psychic energy and tapping into your intuitive powers. And you've changed. There's deep transformation here, and everything here is saying that the collaboration, the help, the support is all going to come in divine timing, and you totally got this, guys, and you deserve this. Seriously, you earned this. I mean, you're so inherently worthy of this support, really. But I mean, you've done so much to get here, oh my goodness, and this is your brand new beginning now. I get the Eight of Swords as you start to release, like, the belief systems, right? That I think a part of it is the way that we're used to being seen by people on some kind of a level. It's like this island, solitude energy, into the Eight of Swords, into the Six of Wands in reverse, is like, it's been revealing to you that maybe there were aspects of your consciousness that were relying on external validation in the past that are being integrated and made whole again and being integrated into your being. Because there's a part of you now that has learned how to love itself unconditionally no matter what the external circumstances are telling you. I feel like in the past, we've had to rely on the external, and we've had to rely on other people's opinions, other people's programs and paradigms and systems. Like, you can see this happening on a social level, and through this period of solitude that you've been going through, and tapping into your intuition. This is what it's all about here, is your instincts, and listening to that quiet inner voice and listening to what your body is telling you. Through going through this period of solitude, you've been able to identify where there are belief systems when it comes to needing to rely on what other people think, say, or do, or how they see you, that you're ready to let go now. You can see the ribbon, it's just like falling away. You guys, and it's like you guys are looking at the swords. You're seeing the beliefs now for what they are. And you're becoming somebody who doesn't need external validation, because God needs you. Your higher self needs you to be a leader and walk your own way and be unique. And that's what part of this whole thing was. It's like you need to be a unique beacon of your own personal frequency to attract in these people who are going to vibe with you, because you're on some kind of a mission here. There's some kind of like deep purpose that you're tapping into right now that is so important for the collective. Guys, the work that you're doing right now is so needed in this world. And I feel like this is why we had to go through this period, so that the illusion could be released with this moon in reverse. And there's this belief, or this set of belief systems that had so much emotional charge behind them, which has melded together to create an identity. There's an old identity that has been shed, and you're moving into a new identity as somebody who can really support themselves and stand on their own. Four of Pentacles. Have that solid foundation and just feel like you can stand firm in your own energy. And when you know yourself on this kind of level, no one can knock you off your center, right? Nobody can convince you to do things that you don't want to do. Nobody can sell you something that you don't want. And now, from this Four of Pentacles place, where you start to feel more solid in your own energy and you feel like you have your own foundation, that is when we can learn to open up. Because the shadow side of the Four of Pentacles is where we hold ourselves back, right? So it's like now, from this new position that you've created for yourself as somebody who really knows who they are and what they really have to contribute in this world. I mean, guys, you've tapped into some like gifts here, some abilities, coming back to this past life integration, this information that's been filtering into your awareness. Like, it's not just past life karma here. There are gifts that have been waiting here for you. There's like treasure in the form of your past life experiences. You're unlocking some kind of like spiritual inheritance here. And from this position, where you understand that you have some kind of gift, which is going to allow you to serve yourself and others on a greater level here, on a more expanded level, you can learn to really open up and move things forward in a way that maybe previously we couldn't do. Because the idea of doing that is just so like foreign, and it's overwhelming, you know, for the nervous system, and for, you know, a part of us that had these belief systems that was keeping us kind of trapped in a way. I mean, there's just this old story where getting that kind of support, getting that help, it just didn't compute. Like, it wasn't part of our identity or our personality. And you might have been somebody in the past who was offered help but would turn it back, right? Because it's like, well, there's other people out there who need it more than me, or there's just this like uncomfortable feeling when it comes to receiving help. And you guys have been shedding this so much and showing up really patiently and doing this, alchemizing all of the emotions that come with like letting go of the old story. Like, as the Strength card, it's like you see from a higher perspective that you're needed here. The work you're doing is important, and you can't do this on your own. Like, if you look at the Strength card, it's like you've been carrying so much weight for so long, and in a way, like, there's a blessing in that. You know, there's always a silver lining, because it's made you who you are today into a Knight of Swords, like someone who can charge ahead. What I'm getting is that it's like, you know, when you like train in like high intensity gravity or something, like something out of Dragon Ball Z. It's like you've been walking around with these like massive carrots on your back, and now as soon as you let them go because there's people around you who can help you, and you hitch a ride with this dog, it's like you're just like, boo, just like flying forward because you've been training in like intense gravity now. It's like you're so much stronger. But you've been showing up patiently and with unconditional love, alchemizing the feelings that come with letting go of that burden. Because this carrot felt like it was such a deep part of our identity, right? So it's taken a lot for you to actually be able to process that. There's a new belief system, which is the Knight of Swords. Like, it's the alignment that you have with a new belief system that really serves you, that is allowing you to move forward with such pace. And again, this message coming through that like, you have time, you don't have to rush, continue doing what you're doing, in the sense that you've been really intentional and you've been very practical and looking at the details, while simultaneously having faith that there's some kind of divine plan for you. So keep showing up in that way and everything's going to be gravy. And the Three of Swords is a card of healing over time. Right? Saturn in Libra. So there's deep healing taking place, again, as you see the truth, as you look at these swords for what they are, and you look at your mind like for what it is, which is a tool, which you can control, right? You're getting control over your own mind. And the more time that you spend in this new identity, the more that you're going to feel healed, really. And this is all about your capacity to let things go. With the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck, going back to this energy of the starfish, like, what is your relationship with change? What is your relationship with being able to let go of the past, because it's done, it's finished, and things are different now. You're different now, and your life is going to be so much better. There's so much more that's here for you. There's a balancing out of the masculine and the feminine as you really start to receive everything that is owed to you. But that doesn't mean that we can't grieve the old life. There's still a process of being able to emotionally let go and like detach in a way. And this is increasing your capacity to let go and move through this kind of change, is what I'm getting here. So, and a message coming through just about being mindful, being aware of where your psychic energy is going, because your attention is your most valuable resource, right? It's a form of currency, and where your attention goes, your energy flows. So you're moving through a period right now where you're opening up, you're being seen on a level that you are potentially not used to, and you're going to be receiving support potentially in a way that you're not used to. So it's like we have to recalibrate to this new paradigm where we can be the Fool and we can be the Ace of Cups and we can offer ourselves. It's like you're going to be getting used to this new life. You're going to be getting used to this new life. And it's about being mindful of where your attention is going, right? As you just kind of, because it's all new. It's all new. So it can be easy to, in this new paradigm, maybe, I'm just be mindful of where your attention is going. And you guys know what I'm saying when I say that. I don't have to elaborate on that or label it down too much. But this is really beautiful, guys, the work that you're doing here. And there's so much confirmation that you're going in the right direction. This is your brand new beginning. There's so much support coming in as this sun peaks over the horizon, guys, and it's a brand new day. It's the dawn of your brand new life, and you're moving out of this moon energy, and you're actually going to be able to see where you're going. It's like, and your trust is just like it. Your trust is paying off in a big way here. Trust in the divine plan. And I get lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Number 34 might be significant. Adds up to 7. I'm going to read this card. Kind of goes back to what I was saying. Unlocking these soul gifts that you have available to you, because you've been so intentionally showing up and doing this work, and you're committed to it in a way that not everybody is willing to do that. And that's what makes you a leader. That's what gives you the ability to show people that there's another way, right? You're showing people that there's another direction that we can go in as a collective. So this card says past lessons, being well informed, and ancestral wisdom. There are times when you're meant to discover and explore new terrain in your life, even to be part of a wave of change. This is one of those times. And what you're contemplating is perhaps new to you, but others have laid well-worn paths and left wisdom for you to rely and reflect upon. This is so you have a better understanding of the potentials and possible pitfalls on your journey. When you know the lay of the land, you are better able to fully experience what is being offered to you. This is a wonderful time to seek a mentor or good advice from an expert or elder. That way, you will be able to meet life's opportunities and challenges well informed. Knowing you have a map, now you can be curious about what else is here. This is a path that promises success in all areas. Where others before you have dared to tread, you will discover the treasure they have left behind for you to make your own. So all I have to say about that is let's go. Guys, it's so in sync. There's so much beautiful confirmation for you here that this is a brand new beginning. You're in the full energy, your complete expanded soul's potential, your limitless soul's potential. You're unlocking past life information and gifts, potentially getting in touch with mentors or spirit guides that are helping you through their past experience and helping you see the lay of the land. And this is it, guys. This is your brand new beginning. A chapter of receiving help and support and getting everything that you deserve, guys, because you're so worthy of that and you're so loved. So with that, I'm totally going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for giving me the honor of delivering this incredible message. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful space with me and just showing up, supporting me every day. Couldn't do it without you guys at all. And with that, I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. Love you guys so much. Bye-bye.